Hello, my name is Tracy Schaub, and I've been a critical care nurse for about 25 years, and I survived COVID. And some of the things that COVID taught me was that anxiety is real, and I was hopeless of my own accord to save people. I'm one of those weirdos that I love life and death situations. I love blood and guts. So that's where you're going to find me during my day, is in the midst of any of those situations. COVID was the first time that I was ever afraid for my personal safety, that I may become sick and die from what was going on at work. I've never had anxiety before. I didn't have an appreciation for what that was, and it was very hard to go to work, to come home, to try to fall asleep at night, and to really get that out of my head of, is this the person that's going to get me sick? Because you just had to go in and grind and do the best you could and not live in fear, because I still had to take care of these people. We still had to be there and do the best we could. God showed up big the whole time. He not only protected me, but He also helped give me the words to provide to not only the patients' families, but also my struggling coworkers. I don't worry about the future, because I know, I've seen what God does. He wins in the end.
Well, my name is Marty Ballesteros, and I serve as a full-time chaplain in hospice care and also at the MRC Creekside Retirement Community here in Huntsville. And this is getting close to 10 years ago that I ran into a difficult work situation, which predicated the stress that brought me into a health crisis, which then ushered me into involuntary severance from employment. And then that began a year and a half of forced sabbatical and a painstaking transformation. Now, I didn't know that I was being reshaped by God for a kingdom work. But at the time, I was just wondering and wandering because there was no job, nothing. It was just dry. Teresa and I embarked upon a read through the Bible. I remember her prayer for me during that time was that I would find a job I love, and my prayer was that I would find a job that I didn't have to drive so much. God heard her prayer. He obviously said no to mine. So capping off that season of unemployment in May of 2016, events happened that would forever change my course and became the agency of what I'm going to call a God-sized calling. Teresa and I, along with my brother's wife, Linda, brought him into our home for 19 days of hospice care. And the day he came into our home, I realized, now I know why I'm not working. I need to be here to take care of my brother for as long as it takes. Now, God has transformed my tragedy and my struggle to bringing me into the lives of over 15,000 people, to bring a God-sized perspective in the middle of their tragedy and their conflict. I head into each day with a schedule, with a plan, and it never goes right because the Holy Spirit has something else intended for me. So I never know what the day may bring, but I know who brings the day.